Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're gonna be talking about the live event and the Chapter 3 Battle Pass. Cause you know, Chapter 3 is only like 2 weeks away. I'm pretty sure. And so yeah, we're just gonna be giving our theories for the live event, the Battle Pass, and Chapter 3 itself.
So guys, here we have the live event section. In the live event section, we're going to talk about everything that could happen in the live event for this season. And the cool thing is, this is the final live event for Chapter 3. So after this, we're going directly into, for Chapter 2. After this is Chapter 3. So this event is called the Chapter 2 finale. And in this event, we will be fighting the Cube Queen. And whatever happens is probably not going to end good for us, and the Cube Queen will win. But what we think will happen is maybe the Cube Queen will like electrify this 0 point, like she's like gonna dig a hole through the map and like explode it maybe, or something really catastrophic that could end the map. Well, he can give his thoughts too.
Yep, that's what I think as well. So in the pyramid POI, I think that there's going to be a lightning coming down right in the middle of it and making a hole through. So if you guys know, under the map, like in the middle, the 0 point is right there. So yeah, something might be happening with that, and we might get transported into the Chapter 3 map. But the Queen will also be a part of Chapter 3, so her story's not over yet.
The thing is, after this live event, whatever happens is gonna have to do with the 7. Since next chapter, there's this, like, the location of the 7 is gonna be revealed. And whatever happens in this chapter has to do with the 7, because why would there be a new POI made for the 7 if they don't have to do with this live event? So I'm guessing maybe they're gonna try to stop the Cube Queen, or like we're gonna get everyone to help us. Like for example, maybe even Agent Jones returns and stuff, and they all help us try to fight the Cube Queen. And if you didn't notice in our inventory, we actually have these guns in our inventory, and we'll tell you why. In the live event, we will be supposedly fighting caretakers from the Cube Queen, and we will be using the guns that we chose to unvault to fight her. So, for example, the combat shotgun got unvaulted, so we're going to use that. The combat AR, which was chose. The shockwave launcher. And the flintlock could also potentially be in it because most people want it to come back against the proximity grenade launcher. And maybe even some items that lost the boat that may fill in the inventories of the players, like the rifting. So guys, since we're here in this zone, there's a bunch of theories scattered across that we're going to be debunking and seeing if they might have a chance of being real. So let's go and look for the first one. It should be right here. There it is. So the first theory is the Cube Queen will destroy the map. So what do you think about this critique?
I think that this is definitely true, as there has been leaks in the files and from big leakers such as Hypex that Chapter 3 will be coming with a new map. So yeah, I definitely think this is true. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, that's true. I think it's definitely gonna happen, but not in the way we expected. I'm expecting instead of just the 0 point to like cause the damage, I feel like she's gonna send down like all the cubes will like return, like the convergence. Where like it will like go back to being cubes and they will all go across the map and like completely destroy it. Or like try to stop us from saving the map. And maybe even we might explode the map on ourselves, because if you didn't know, the IO are planning to drop nukes on the
Yeah.
Queen, and we might see them fail and accidentally blow up the map, and then leaving the 0 point exposed, or like exploding up onto the map. Then she might just take the 0 point and completely crush it, but I don't think that would happen, because then the storyline would be gone. But I'll talk about it later in the Chapter 3 section of why the 0 point might get destroyed and we might leave the reality, but for this, I think it's true.
Also, another thing for this part, if you guys have done Dark Jonesy's quest, he says that there's 2 paths lying ahead of us. So one is total annihilation and one is sacrifice. And a lot of people are saying the sacrifice is for the Foundation, but if you guys heard him, my friend was talking about the nukes, and I think that the IO will potentially sacrifice our map with the nukes, so no more damage is done. Okay, let's go to our second theory.
Alright, off to theory 2. Alright, the next theory should be in this direction. Alright, there it is. Potentially a black hole 2.0. For this theory, I'd say from what we have heard from leakers and from inside sources that this is almost confirmed. Since there are a bunch of files in the black hole, like black hole files that have been updated and renewed for use again. So I'm guessing there's gonna be another one, but it's not gonna be the same as the OG one. I feel like that there's gonna be, like, you know the image from Donald Mustard, the one with the 0 point in his face? I kind of feel like it's gonna be that, but with like some eerie music in the background that we've heard before. So probably something new, but it could be the OG black hole. We're not 100% sure, but we're definitely gonna get either a to be continued or a black hole. But a to be continued has never lasted more than 12 hours, so I'm guessing it's going to be a black hole. What do you think?
So I definitely agree with my friend Mr. Rocket. If you guys didn't see, Cypher PK's new video had a weird ending to it. But in the end of Cypher's video, you could see like this weird black image, and if you actually went and edited that image, you could see that it was the 0 point from Mustard's banner in his Twitter. So yeah, I definitely do think the black hole will be coming back, and after it does come back, we'll be having like a screen with the 0 point.
And hopefully, it wouldn't last too long, but after that, at least we get chapter 3. So,
yep.
What do you think? I think this myth is completely, or this theory is completely debunked.
Yep.
I think it's true. Alright, so let's go to the final and last and third theory. Here we go. Theory 3. The return of John Jones and the Foundation. What do you think, Crusader?
So if you guys saw Donald Mustard's new banner, we could see the room that was in Imposters, and we could also see Jonesy in there. Now there's nothing in the files that shows that Jonesy is coming back, but since that teaser, I definitely think he is returning, and some leakers and theorists have said that he will be returning. So yeah, I definitely believe that. What do you think about the Foundation?
I think the Foundation is coming back, but not just a thought. I think it's pretty much confirmed since there's files of his voice in the files for Fortnite. So he's probably and definitely coming to Fortnite in the live event. And about the John Jones, I think he's also returning since you said there's no files, but I'm pretty sure there are some voice files for him, but no like actual files of him interacting, but it's always encrypted, so you never know. But I think they're both gonna come back and they're gonna team up like they used to, but there is a theory that I have. What if the Foundation turns on John Jones because he never gave him what he wanted in Chapter 2, Season 5?
Well, that would definitely be an interesting twist.
Yeah, it would. And he goes with and imagine the Foundation sticks to his evil past and goes to the Cube Queen, and he helps her destroy the map. Or maybe he's the one who tries to sacrifice himself, but as I said, there are files with him, and there's also a skin in the file. So if he sacrificed himself, he's probably not going to die, but probably very hurt. And I'm guessing that not both, but the Foundation's probably going to be in the next Battle Pass for the next season. And if you didn't know, the Foundation in the files has a description of his sacrifice will never be forgotten. So he's probably gonna do something in the live event with like sacrifice, but probably won't die.
Yep, so as you saw in the Dark Jonesy's quests.
Yeah, so I think both of these guys are gonna return in the live event, but maybe not the way we think they will. So I think this is also a true miss and will probably happen in the live event. So
yep, that's what I think as well.
The misses, and now it's time to go into Chapter 3.
Now we're on the Chapter 3 section, and we built a little custom map with theories around it that we have to find.
Okay. Yep, so this is completely custom, and this could be similar to what the Chapter 3 map is, but you never know. So, let's begin and look for our first theory. Actually, wait. Cut that part. First of all, we have to talk about some things about this map. Alright, so guys, this map actually took almost an hour to make, and
way more.
I think it looks pretty good, right? So we have here the desert biome, the snow biome, swamp biome, the jungle biome, and here's some like island. I think it's really cool, and from leaks and stuff, people have said that the new map will have so many islands and biomes that are really unique and different, and I think that would be pretty darn awesome. So we based it on what we've heard, but I think it's time to get to our first theory. Let's go. Alright guys, off to our first theory. Alright guys, we've arrived to the first theory, and it's the Chapter 3 map will have new biomes to discover. We've already talked about this in the beginning, but the chapter 3 map is leaked to have new biomes and like really cool experiences, so not just grass the entire time. So it's gonna be similar to this, but some leakers, not leakers, but some insiders have said that there will be islands with different biomes connecting to the main grass area in the middle of the map. I think that's a really cool idea, and I'm really excited to see what Epic have in store for us. What do you think, Ritu?
Yep, I definitely think that is the case because we haven't had biomes in a long time. I mean, we had some biomes in the Chapter 2 map, but they never really gave us a new one like they did in Chapter 1. So definitely be fun to have some new biomes to discover.
Yes, sir, I agree. So, I think that this theory is like 99% confirmed. I think it's pretty much confirmed. So, let's go to our next theory. Alright, we've arrived to the second theory, so right over here. There it is. The 7 will return. As I talked in the previous live event section, that the Foundation will be returning, and the insider that leaked like mostly everything, like the Sideways, the Ariana Grande event, and all these other things, said that the 7's location will be revealed in Chapter 3. So I'm really excited. And what I think it's gonna be is gonna be like a base, like how the Visitor turned Dusty Depot into kind of his own base and made a rocket there. I think there's gonna be like a zone similar to IO, but for the 7 where they have like technology and stuff. What do you think?
So, yeah, I definitely think it would be cool. You guys know I did that video with the insider leaks, and he did say the 7's location will be revealed in Chapter 3. So it would be cool to see, like, the 7's base, maybe in, like, the middle of the map, or maybe somewhere that's lower, you know, like a big complex, or maybe just, like, a small little hideout. But, yeah, it would be cool to see them return.
What if the 7 have like a base like the agency in the center of the map or somewhere, and they're like mythic bosses? I think that'd be really interesting for the storyline and the main game.
Yep.
And I really feel like that when the 7's location gets revealed, when the end of Chapter 3 comes in like 2 years, I bet the 7's location has to like do a really big role. So this is gonna be really interesting to see how Epic Games shows where the 7 is. And I wonder what the other 3 7 are. There's still 3 7 missing. So I guess what they are. So let's see what the third theory is, but I'm pretty sure that this is pretty much confirmed. So let's go to our third theory. Alright guys, we've arrived to a final for our fourth theory. Let's go and see what it is. So, sliding smart builds and weapon attachments should be coming in Chapter 3. So, what I think about this is most of this has been leaked, like all of this has been leaked, and what I think is going to happen is weapon attachments and sliding are going to come out in Chapter 3, like directly when it starts, and smart builds will be given to the bots in Chapter 3. Like for example, bots in this chapter when they came out, they could only build one wall, one ramp, and it was really unrealistic compared to real players. But these smart builds will allow them to be more complex and more real. So it'll make fighting bots less like unrewarding, and it'll feel good to kill bots. And about sliding, I think it's gonna be a game-changing mechanic, so it has to come at the start of the season. You could like slide, and I'm really good at movement, so this is gonna help people that aren't the best at editing or building, who are good with like moving around. And about weapon attachments, these are also a game-changing mechanic that has to be at the beginning of a chapter. Like imagine being able to customize your weapons like a silencer, or put on some grips to increase your aim and reduce recoil and tighten your bullet spread. I think these will be really broken if you know how to use them correctly, but if Epic does this correct, this might be an awesome addition to the game and really amazing. And most leakers are like pretty much positive that's getting added, so I think they know something we don't, and these are most likely happening in Chapter 3. What do you think?
So, sliding. You know, I think the Chapter 3 map will have a lot more mountains since sliding has been leaked. Because, you know, a lot of players can't really build and edit well, like you said, and sliding would definitely be a good feature to add in the game. Smart builds. Now, your theory was actually pretty interesting that it was going to be added to bots, but I do think this will be added for normal players as well. Weapon attachments. Now this would be a really interesting feature. Suppressors, you could have like bigger magazines, and you could have weapon charms to make your weapon make your weapons better, like in Apex Legends. So yeah, all these 3 changes are really big, and I hope they do come in Chapter 3.
Yes, sir. I agree with all of this. So I guess this is pretty much confirmed. So let's go on to our 5th and final. Actually, not the 5th and final. 6th, but this is our 5th. So,
Wait, this is our 4th.
Alright guys, we arrived at the 5th theory, and it's 125 players might come. So, the insider that, like, not the insider, but someone who works at Epic Games told his friend about most stuff in Chapter 3, and this guy made, like, a concept for maps and everything, and what he said is Epic Games were planning to add 125 players, and when he said that, he also said afterwards that it is delayed for later in Chapter 3, but I think that Epic Games will pull this off perfectly, because since the map's going to be way bigger in Chapter 3, I feel like it's really important to have more players to keep the pacing perfect in the game. So I think this is like 50% confirmed. What do you think?
So I think that the Chapter 3 map will be a bit bigger, so 125 players would be a good upgrade, but I just hope it doesn't give us like less FPS. That would not be good, but I'm sure they're gonna upgrade the game, you know, Unreal Engine 5, they're gonna have like better stuff. So yeah, 125 players, definitely excited for that, because the lobbies are kind of dead right now.
Yeah, I know, right? So let's go to our final 6th theory. We don't even have to riff for this one, we just have to walk. So all we have to do is walk in this direction. To jump up here.
A little bit of parkour.
Yes, sir. Oh, I almost made it. There we go. Alright, guys. We've made it to the 6th and final theory. The grotto and tilted towers may be returning. So, what do you have to say, Theo?
So you guys know that the grotto's water levels have been getting lower and lower each update, as you saw in my videos. So next season we might be seeing the grotto returning, and also in a loading screen in this season's battle pass you could see some like henchmen and stuff. So yeah, the grotto could be returning next season. And tilted towers, there's been a lot of teasers about this, such as season 7. You know, season 7 loading screen had tilted towers, but it was never actually in game. And there was also the late game arena teaser that had tilted towers in it. So yeah, these 2 POIs might be coming back in Chapter 3, and it would definitely be very exciting because these are some fan favorites.
Yeah, I agree. But the thing is, the grotto would be kind of confusing to have in the new map, since why would a random mountain be there? But there is some evidence to back it up. Since in the battle, not in the battle, in the files, there is a bunch of files relating to ghosts and Shadowhenchmen, and that probably means that they're coming back. And about tilted towers, why not bring it back on a new map that people want to see? I think that would be really interesting and amazing for the game. What do you think?
I definitely agree with that.
Alright, so that was it for Chapter 3.
Bruh.
The grass.
Moving on to the Chapter 3 Battle Pass section. So let's move on to our first theories, shall we?
Alright, guys, we've made it to the snow biome, and now it's time to find our first theory. And in the silo base, we see this dude, but where's the theory? Oh, there it is. Alright, Gino. So, Crusader, explain to the viewers who Gino is.
So we had an argument over this. You know, I think that Gino, or Geno, whatever you want to call him, is the leader of the IO and is currently in charge of the 0 point. Because the Foundation was looking for him. You know, he was beating up Jones to find where he is. And let's hear what my friend has to say about Gino.
I think Gino is a part of the 7 because if the Foundation wanted him to like hurt him, he would sound more seriously with like hatred. Like when he was talking to Jones, he's like, and Gino, like in a confused manner. So I'm guessing he's probably a part of the 7 or something that has to do with the 7. But Crusader does have a point of why would like the Foundation fight Jonesy and tell him where Gino is. Like he would probably talk to him nicely if he wanted to know like where one of his friends are. But
and why? Know. Like why would Jonesy know where the 7 is?
True. But he could have lied to the Foundation.
All right. So yeah, he could
I think
be in the next
he,
battle pass.
yeah, either as in 7 or IO or whoever he is, he might make an appearance when the 7's location gets revealed in chapter 3. So that would be exciting.
And it would definitely be interesting to also have another 7 member in the battle pass, which we are gonna
Yes.
move on to right now.
Alright guys, we're now going to the swamp biome for our next IO base. Alright, Jonesy, and look at the monitor, the Foundation. As we've just talked about him, the Foundation, as you know, is a part of the 7, and he's the leader of the 7. And whatever is going to happen, he is going to be a skin. That is confirmed. He's been leaked to be a skin, and is most probably going to be in the next season's or chapter, to say, Battle Pass. Since he does play a very important role in the storyline, and his location will be revealed soon. So what do you think?
So, yeah, I definitely think the Foundation is going to be in one of the Chapter 3 Battle Passes. I don't know if he's going to be in it right off the bat. He also has a chance of being a crew pack skin, but I think it's a higher chance of him being in a Battle Pass. And it would definitely be cool to see the 7 member in the Battle Pass again. What do you think?
Yeah, it would be interesting. But I hope we get the other 3-7. The other 7 would be really interesting to see what their leader and what they're up to in Chapter 3. So, I think this is pretty much confirmed, so on to the next one. Alright guys, we're in the final theory for Spider-Man. Who's here but Spider-Man has been teased, he's been leaked, everything about him. We don't know like how the actual skin will look like, but we know he's definitely coming. He's been teased by Epic Games, and he's also been leaked to have a mythic next chapter, potentially. And this guy in the Battle Pass is a very high chance. He could be a Marvel skin in the item shop, but I really think he's going to be in the Battle Pass since he's been requested. And he could be the secret skin too, I don't know. What do you think?
So yeah, Spider-Man has been a very hyped skin since the start of Fortnite, and I definitely think he is going to make an appearance in Chapter 3, because a lot of leakers have leaked him being in Chapter 3. And also there is a web-slinger mythic in the files. So yeah, I definitely think he is coming next chapter, and possibly even as soon as like next season.
Yeah, I really agree with that. So that was the video for Chapter 3 theories and live event. So I hope you enjoyed and like and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Since the live of fuck's sake. Hey guys, welcome.
Bruh.
I can't.
Alright guys, so here we have the live event section. In the live event section, we're now going to talk about what could happen in the live event season. Bro, are you okay?
I'm dead.
Crusader, just mute your mic, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Alright, it should be this way. There it is.
Oh.
Crusader, you're still bad at parkour.
To it. And there was like this black screen. If you actually went and edited that picture, you could see the black hole that was in Mustard's banner. Mustard's, bruh. Wait, what was he called again?
Donald Mustard.
Oh, that was what he was called. Hey guys, welcome back to another video.
Welcome back to another video. We already started the video. This is a new video, just Chapter 3 Battle Pass.
Bruh. Alright, come back. Bruh.